through the world bowing at his feet, or the one who stands erect after giving the world for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya sanada man la sanada la, or the support for the one who has no support. The story of Hussein is that grand. He made himself from within through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, when we talk about creation of paradise, there is something there that we need to understand. You know, in the description of paradise, we find that in the Quran, that the width of paradise fills the heavens and the earth, doesn't it? Mullah Ali Salamullah alayhi was asked, if paradise is so huge, where is hell? In response he said, when it is daytime, where is night? Now, we need to think about these things. Now, when we look at the Quran states that the people of hell, burning in the pits of hell, shall ask the people of heaven, throw this water or pour this water to us. What does that mean? That the people of heaven are seeing the people of hell? The whole of this concept that we have of this three-dimensional space extended may be totally false when we come to the real understanding of things. If a person is in confined space and they're placed inside a dream machine, they can create a world which is unending. The only deficiency is in their power of imagination, in their power of creation. Think about it. I can only create to the extent of my ability. If a person is an astronomer, imagine how many constellations he can create. If a person is an artist, imagine the wonderful colors he can create. There's a hadith in which Imam Khomeini quotes this in his Adab al-Salah, if I'm not mistaken, or Arba'in hadith, in which Allah sends a messenger to the people of heaven or paradise, and he says to them, min al-hayy al-qayyum ila al-hayy al-qayyum, from the ever-living, the all-established, to the ever-living, the all-established. I create as I want, you too create as you want. This paradise is something that is within us, and it is our creation. This hell is something within us, and it is our creation. How odd that we choose to punish ourselves when it is so easy for us to let go. Look at us, when we fall in love with anything in this world, it's so torturous. This attachment is so torturous, yet we don't want to let it go. There is no one torturing us in that pit of hell than ourselves, other than ourselves. When we hate people, that torture that is encountered by the hearts, and the way the hearts are gripped, and the way they can't focus on their prayers, and the way they can't expand, who is punishing us? It is only us who are punishing ourselves. Nobody else is punishing us. The jealousy, the greed, the anger, the misgivings, the skepticism that we have, the cynical nature, the pessimistic nature that we have, where does it all come from? It comes from our own inner inadequacy. There is nothing else there. And then we turn to the Musalla and ask Allah to cure them. And Allah says, it is in your hands. I am curing it, cure yourself. Let it go. Let it go. And you will be released. You will be liberated. This is what we were talking of when we said the arrival at point zero. There is one thing that we can all do here, and that is known as acknowledgement. Look at the way in which our beautiful Imams have taught us. We are extremely pretentious at times, but if this pretentiousness comes through sincerity, then it's fine, as we will explain. In his Dua Kumail, if you look at Amirul Mu'mineen and the way he talks with Allah, it is not a mind talking with its Lord. It is a heart opening up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My goodness, it resembles more a young child running to the lap of a mother than a grown man going to a God. Read it. It's a very intimate supplication, extremely intimate. It is like a person saying to the mother, "Oh mother, I've done wrong, slap me, curse me, shout at me, but acknowledge me, acknowledge my existence, embrace me, do whatever you have to do. Don't turn your face away from me, for that I can't face and I can't bear. I've done wrong, and I've continuously done wrong, but I need you to acknowledge me. If you turn your face and remain silent, then I know that you have abandoned me." This is what Ali says, doesn't he? He says, "Oh Lord, even if I were to bear those raging pits of hell, whose one drop cannot be withstood by the heavens and the earth put together, oh Lord, even if I were to bear it, how shall I bear your separation?" It is like a child running to its mother. Acknowledge me. This is what I am. I am sinful. I am not saying that I'm an angel. I acknowledge I am sinful. I am evil. I am bad. I am whatever I am. You acknowledge me and embrace me and accept me how I am. By Allah, if our mothers were to know what we are, they will turn their faces. But Allah Jalla Jalaluhu would not. This is what Allah is. It is only up to us to turn to Him. And look at the confidence these Imams have. And by Allah, if there wasn't any Quran to say that Muhammad and Ali Muhammad are the heads of humanity, even if there was no Hadith, by looking at these people and their du'as and their teachings, every intellect, every soul, every heart would submit and say, "You are our masters and lords." The way they have taught us. Look at Zainul Abidin and the confidence with which he goes to Allah. He reverts to Allah, and we're coming on that point of reversion. The confidence that he displays is, "Oh Allah, I have sinned, and I have sinned frequently. Now, see what he says. Oh Allah, and even as I ask you to forgive me, I know I will sin again." Look at this level of sincerity. Why pretend to Allah? Why pretend with Allah? Look at this level of sincerity. Even as I'm doing tawbah right now, I know I will sin again. Why pretend with He who does not need any pretense, who will accept us as we are? But then see what he says. He says, "Oh Allah, but it's your fault." Now where do you get that confidence from? He says, "Oh Allah, I have sinned, but it is partly due to you, because you have always forgiven me. That instills me with the confidence of sinning." Who can say this but somebody who is intimately attached with Allah in a very different way to the way the Muslims see their God? He doesn't at all depict a relationship of a master and a slave. He depicts a relationship of a lover, a friend, and a friend. Does he not? And we will come back to this in a moment. There's a hadith from the 8th Imam Salamullah alayh, in which he states, I don't want to do injustice today to the clock there, yes? And my goodness is racing, it is running fast. Today I have promised our Mukhi Sahib that I will be well behaved. But the odd thing is, when it's 10 minutes left, I forget. وَمَا أَنْسَانِيهِ إِلَّا الشَّيْطَانَ أَنْ أَذْكُرَهُ. Yes. In any case, can I have a salawat, please? The 8th Imam states that when a person is lowered within his grave, Jibreel